hold on tight, hold on tight, baby. I'ma take you high, I'ma take you high, baby. Cause it ain't no difference between love and other drugs. Yeah. So hold on tight, hold on tight, baby. I'ma take you high, I'ma take you high, baby. Cause it ain't no difference between love and other drugs. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, 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 there is no difference between love and other drugs. I am Brother Love. If this is your first time watching this, probably is, I'm early with the videos, but, glad to be a part of the YouTube community. I have relationship advice, dating advice, marriage advice, love advice that I like to, go through, try to break it down, try to help some people who are trying to love. That's my main purpose. Okay, that's the main reason I'm doing this, to try to help you out. All right, but we're going to break some stuff down. There are ideas, misconceptions, a lot of stuff that people believe on an everyday basis that keeps them single. And I want you to be single. For the people out there that are looking for something long lasting, something worthwhile, something real, want to connect with a person, I want to help you do that. But you got to get out of your own way, okay? Some of the stuff that y'all believe is ridiculous, okay? It's crazy. Well, we're gonna sort through it, okay? We're going to get through it, all right? I'm extra excited today because, it's a topic that I've been wanting to touch on. I really wish I could have some other people with me. And eventually we will. We will be getting we will get guests that come through and we can discuss different topics, different areas, okay? We're gonna make sure that happens. That way we can get some perspective. But other than that, feel free to leave a comment, get the discussion going, okay? It's crazy. Let's go. It's crazy. All right? Today we're going to be talking about dating. What are the pros and cons of dating multiple people and then dating one person at a time? Okay? Because I think it's benefits to both. I think there are ways you can win doing both. And then I believe there are ways that you could fail doing one or the other. It just depends on what you actually believe and the skills that you use whenever you're dating multiple people and dating one person at a time. Okay? So, let's get into it. We don't have to waste no time. Okay? Let's get into it. All right, a little off subject. All right? I'm a new father. I talk to other parents about parent stuff. Okay? And one thing we discuss as parents is that, raising a child, your first child, might be a little more difficult than your second, third, fourth, fifth, however many you have and bring into this world. It's a little more difficult. And it's easier, after the second, third, and fourth child because they're able to, just watch child number one and learn from them. Okay? That's what makes it easier. But one thing that this whole debate, whether you want to date multiple people or date one person at a time, is what are the people who have done this saying? What do these successful couples recommend? Okay? What are they saying? And I think it's so crazy that when you start dating, if you want to get to a certain, point, you want to get to marriage, long lasting love, soulmates, you want to get to all of that stuff, but you never really talk to the people who have done it. One problem that I realize with dating is that it's more about the wave. Okay, what's trending with dating opposed to the blueprint? Okay, the footsteps that have been laid before you. Okay, why? Why is what's trendy? I hear people, it's 2019, it's 2020. These things are happening right now. This is how society is. This is how the dating, the dating world is. You create society. We create the dating world. Okay, so we set the standard. You're just following trends, but these trends don't necessarily lead to success. Okay, so whether you believe that you should date multiple people or one person at a time, what do the people who have actually won done? You know, what are the people who got 20, 30 years in? What have they done? Have you asked their opinion about whether or not they dated multiple people or dated one person at a time and how that worked for them? Okay? So that's my first thing I need you to do. Like, go ask the people who have won somebody's marriage, somebody's relationship, who you think is a good one to learn from. Like, ask them how the beginning was. Okay? And you might get some insight that benefits you in your journey. I said, whether you go for multiple dating or one at a time, you know, there's always potent insight from people who have done it before. Okay? So why not start there before you do what you see other people doing? Have they won with it? Okay? I don't care how many people duplicate the system. You know, some people just do it because that's all they know. I don't care if you date multiple people or one at a time. Are you winning with that strategy? Okay, that's the first thing you need to realize. You know, before you set it into stone that you're going to do this one thing. Are you winning? Okay, is it letting you win? Can you win with it? Right? You know, that's something to consider whenever you're talking about them things. Now, when it comes to dating multiple people, you know, I understand the strategy, okay? It's like, hey, if I got this person who is my type and this person who is my type and this person, you know, I always look at it at least more than 3 when you say multiples. You know, not necessarily 1 or even 2, but I don't know. I guess that's just me. It just, whenever you say I date, you know, multiple people, I'm always thinking 3, 4, and 5, okay? And if you that hot in the streets, hey, go at it, all right? If that's how you feel, you know, if you got that many potential people, well, I mean, why not? I believe there's a pro when it comes to dating multiple people, all right? Because some people get, you know, some people start dating and believe that the dating portion is the relationship. And you pour all of your emotions into this person who you barely even know. I know where it comes from. You know, it's romantic. It's romantic to say we met and since the first day we met, we just knew we were supposed to be together. That was the thing. And yes, that's beautiful if it works out for you like that. But it doesn't always work like that. You know, you meeting someone and having love at first sight is not the only way to fall in love and have a lasting love. Okay? Some people you just want to be friends with. I'm a big believer in friendship and really thoroughly being engulfed in that title before we go to do anything else. If we can't just be nothing, we can't be more than that. We got to be straight nothing. Okay? That don't mean that I'm not attracted to you. That don't mean that I don't see it being something more, but that's not the main point. I got to know if I even like you. And friendship is a good space to figure out if you even like this person as a person, not as a partner. Because some people look good as a partner. They fine, they do stuff for you. You know, you're attracted to them. They make you feel good on the inside. But do you respect what they're about? Do you respect their opinion? Can you tolerate their humor? You know, there are some real important questions that you can ask when you're in that friendship zone. So whenever you're dating multiple people, everybody's pretty much in that zone. You're not in 5 different relationships. You're in 5 different, you know, friendships with the potential for something more. That's a good thing when it comes to dating multiple people. Now, one of the cons of dating multiple people, sometimes I think it's not even necessarily you trying to get to know these people and you having these potential partners. I believe it's a real play on ego sometimes, where it's like you feeling yourself so good because you got this person that likes you, this person that likes you. You know, everybody's in your phone hitting you up. And I think, you know, are those people really potential partners? You know, are they really potential? Like, or is that an ego feel? You know, that's just you saying like, you know, I got a lot of people interested in me, which don't mean nothing if they're not compatible. You know, it don't matter. You know. That's like having 5 hungry people outside, but you can only feed 1. You know, I mean, what is it worth? Another con when it comes to dating multiple people is you might not properly get to know these people as thoroughly as you should. All right. Now, it's hard enough to get to know somebody thoroughly, properly. You know, because some people get it confused on how to get to know somebody. And even when you do your best to get to know somebody, there's some things that can still slip past you. You know, so for me, I just think like, man, it's hard enough to really get to know, unless you got this great photographic memory. I would be slicing up people's stories and backstories and what they told me last week. I know I would mess that up. Like, I know I would, personally. I'm messing that up. Like, I'm crash and burn, okay, instantly, okay? You know, that's me. My question is, are you properly getting to know someone when you're dating so many multiple people? You know, and it's not a thing of, well, I want to do it because I want to do it. Is it effective? If it's not effective, you're wasting your time. Don't you think? I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know if I'm tripping on that point. Okay. Now that point plays right into the pro of dating a person one-on-one. You get to focus. Okay. You are right there with that person. Okay. You right there. You in it. Like, okay, this is the person. I'm studying. You know, this ain't college. This is, you know, homeroom. This is English right here. And I ain't worried about math. I'm not worried about science and social studies. I'm focused on English, okay? This is it, all right? Like, all of my energy is into this thing right here. You know, I feel like you get to know a person more. You get to know a person quicker, I feel, whenever you're dating them one at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that doesn't mean that you commit to them. I'll get to that in just a second. That doesn't mean you commit. That doesn't mean you're in a relationship. There is no success when it comes to giving your all to a stranger. You don't know them. Okay? And some people, that's just how I am. I give my all, but you don't know a person well enough to give your all. Just because you like a person and you're attracted to them, that means you start sharing bank accounts and share houses and, you know, no, that's crazy. You know, and some people have done it. That's cool, but it's a recipe for disaster. I don't care what nobody say. More than likely, it's going to crash and burn. Okay, now if you just want something temporary, I mean, go ahead and crash and burn. But, you know, dating a person one at a time, you know, like you can get to know them in a way that you know after a while whether or not you should keep it going. Because you've gotten to know them. You've exclusively gotten to know them for, let's say, 3 months. You should know by the third month, you want to go another 3 months. And by that, you want to go another 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Now, with dating multiple people, you might not know. Because you haven't put in enough time and enough depth to get to know a person, you know? But, you know, like I said, dating them one at a time, you know, it depends on how you're doing it, though. Like, you can do it, but when you know, and this brings me to the con, you know, whenever you're dating one person at a time, some people tend to think this is a commitment, in which, in a way, it is a commitment, but it's not a commitment to that person. It's a commitment to the process, okay? That's what dating one person at a time is, a commitment to the process, not the person, you know? Like, you're not supposed to give more than what you should be given commitment-wise to a person who you're still trying to get to know. You know, like you're still trying to get that, you're still trying to get to know them. You don't know them. Yes, you have fun with them. You know that. You know that you have fun with them. You know that they don't really say anything that turns you off yet. You know, like you know what you know. But that doesn't mean you commit to a stranger. They're still strangers. You know, like, and I get it. We're ready to get past the stranger stage. We're so ready to get past the friendship stage. You know, that we think that because we like this person and it's going good, that emotions should be tied into this thing. And it should not. Okay, keep your emotions, give it at least 6 months or 3 months, whatever you do. Just give us at least 3 months. Good grief. 3 months before you start bringing in your heart. Okay, you don't know if this person is even worthy enough to get this heart. Okay, you don't even know that. You have no clue. You're still getting to know them. You know, especially if your conversations is only surface based. Y'all haven't even gone there. One key thing that me and my wife did at the beginning is we asked questions and we explored those questions very deeply. Okay? We weren't running away from the question. I got excited when there was a new question that might be a little controversial. And I kept it real. I'm not scared to run you off. I'm scared to lie to myself for the sake of being with you. You know, and that's my attitude that I have. You can adopt that. It's going to work wonders for you. But that's the problem, that dating one person at a time, you think it's a commitment. You think you're in a relationship, and you're not. You're in a friendship, you know? And if you're in more than a friendship for the first few months of meeting a person, you might crash and burn, you know? You don't know them well enough to be in a committed relationship with them. You don't know them. Be exclusive. You know, I'm all for that. Be exclusive. I want to put the right amount of time and effort and energy in to getting to know you. That way I know exactly what I have with you. And one benefit of that is once a few months, I always gave it 3 months. I don't know why. I was always giving it 3 months. 3 months, if I don't know I can be with you after 3 months, and I'm focused on talking to you every day or every other day, I'm taking you on dates, I'm spending time with you. If I don't know for sure by 3 months, I'm gone. If I'm on the fence, I'm gone. I should know that this 3 months is not enough. I need more, okay, by 3 months. And I say 3 months because, you know, I'm asking real questions. I'm talking deep questions. I'm talking about, what are your morals? What are your values? You know, I'm talking about the real stuff. We're exploring that stuff, not just asking questions. Because some people just think, well, we asked the question, but you didn't talk about it. You asked the question and there was an answer given, but you got to break down that answer though. You got to break it all the way down and understand what they mean, because you don't know them well enough to know what they mean. I've been with my wife for 8 years and we still have to have the conversation like, what do you mean by that? Because my definition of certain things and her definition of certain things isn't the same. And that's okay. This is where you consistently learning, you know, but that's one of the cons whenever it comes to dating, you know, one person at a time. You might get emotionally attached to them, and you shouldn't. Focus on friendship. Focus on getting to know them. Don't focus on, you know, don't even focus on compatibility. Yes, keep compatibility in there. You know, but you might be compatible with a person, you know, in your mind, but still not like who they are. Okay? You gotta like who a person is. This is why I don't think that dating multiple people is this surefire way either, because you can be compatible with all them people, but do you consider all of those people a friend, genuine to you? Would those people be down for you if they weren't so attracted to you? That's friendship. That's real friendship to me. What is it to you? Okay? So whether or not you want to date multiple people or date one person at a time, I want you to consider why it is you want to do one or the other. Okay? Then do you know how to be successful at doing one or the other? You know, date multiple people if you aren't sacrificing the effort and energy that comes with getting to know them properly. Date one person at a time. If you are not emotionally involved with a person who is a few weeks past a stranger. I've seen people drop their guard down for people they like. Oh no. I don't care how much I like you. I can't invest my emotions into a person who has potential to hurt me very badly. You know, and I'm not saying that I'm over that in 3 months, but you gonna get a little bit in me. I'm gonna ration you out some emotion after 3 months and see where we can go with it. You know, like I'm gonna water that plant real slow, because, you know, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I want to take the time to get to know you? It's never over. It's a forever going process, but we gonna get deep in the first couple months. I don't need to have fun. I can have fun with anybody. You know, I was always past that. Let's get to the real stuff. Yes, let's have fun. By all means, let's have fun. Let's, you know, we have to be able to enjoy each other, but you have to be about something that I respect as well, or we just had fun, you know, so we might as well not get romantically involved and stay friends, which is cool too. I want you to consider you know, the pros and the cons of doing one or the other, you know, because like I said, you might can date multiple people. You might could do it in a way that it benefits you and the other person. But if it's an ego thing, if you just like the fact that you feel like people are competing for you, you're crazy, for one. And for two, you're not going to win in love like that. Kill your ego. I'm not promoting no ego. I'm not promoting no ego stroking. Okay? Successful love. Kill your ego. And like I said in the beginning, talk to the successful couples about what they did. Me personally, I don't know a lot of couples who have been together for 20 and 30 years talking about how it was between their wife or their husband and 4 or 5 other people. I just don't. I don't hear that a lot, you know. And, you know, me being me, I'm always talking to couples about the beginning, the foundation. How did it start? You know, how did it start? You know, your foundation. If your foundation isn't strong, it don't matter what else you got, because you're going to go through some stuff. The best couples go through the stuff, you know. You're going to go through trials and tribulations. No one can avoid it, you know. So at best, my foundation at least has to be strong. If they have dated multiple people, ask them how they did it and how you can use it, you know, if that's what you choose to do, you know. But the whole point is to, if you, regardless of what road you take, you're taking it being conscious of the pros and the cons. Not what makes you feel better, not what feeds your ego, not what feeds your emotion. You might date one person at a time and feel like you in relationships. No, you're not. You don't know this person well enough to be in a relationship with them. You know, I don't care who does it. I don't care how trendy it is. Is it effective? That's the main point. Is it effective? Does it work? Okay, like that's the whole point. Success. You know, does it work? How well does it work? If you want to innovate, you know, in dating, I mean, that's cool. You know, maybe you can come up with a way to date multiple people that is safe for everybody. I'm with that. Okay? I'm a student of the game. I'm a student of, you know, dating life. You know, so I'm curious to see what ways it can work and what ways it won't. It doesn't hurt to follow the success path and blueprint that's been laid before you, okay? Don't be afraid of that neither. Okay? So I support you in your dating life. Keep on watching Brother Love. We've come to the conclusion. Leave a comment, leave a like, you know, let me know what has worked for you. What has given you success when it comes to dating and getting to know people and getting with the right person. You know, let me know. All right. Other than that, I'm going to see you next time. Thank you for watching, and take this truth. All right.
Girl, put on the slow jam. Girl, put on the slow jam. Girl, put on the slow jam. So we can get acquainted. The episode's almost over. Chilling on the couch, sipping on mimosas.
Okay, maybe you've been hurt before. Maybe you've had a lot of bad experiences and you said, you know what? I opened up to the last person. And because of that, I got hurt. So I'm closed for business now. Done. No more expressing how I feel. And I'm right there with you. But why live your life in fear when you can live your life in power? There is power in your vulnerability when you own it. The reality is you didn't get hurt because you opened up. You got hurt because that person didn't care about your feelings. When you own your vulnerability, you're not telling a person not to hurt you. You're telling a person that they can't hurt you because you are one with all of the fragile parts that come with you. All of the pain, insecurities, and bad experiences have helped shape my character. They don't take away from me. I am even more worthy of love. When I met my wife, I wasn't trying to give her the best version of me. I was trying to give her the most authentic version of me. That way, she has all the information in front of her to make the decision whether or not she want to ride this ride. If you want a real connection with somebody, you have to give them the real you, or you can't claim you have real love. So be honest about the mistakes you've made, the things you fear, and areas you're not so confident. At the end of the day, the person that's meant to be with you will not use that against you. They will help you grow and strengthen you in the areas that you feel like you're weak. That's how you know you got the real thing. So own your vulnerability so you can take that shame and turn it into success.